Good morning, everyone. So, this morning, I want to talk to us about a glimpse of hope. This morning, as I walk out to on my journey for work this morning, I looked up into a dark, ugly-looking sky. And as I look up into the sky this morning, I realized that there was one apparent star shining. It captured my mind because as I looked to the left of the sky, I could see the dark clouds slowly turning. You know, when the sun is rising and there is like a scattered of orange and pink and trying to come through the dark, ugly colors. It had rain and it looks like the black was just taking over the entire sky. To the center above my head was just slightly little appearances of light blue. And to the distant end was black all around everything I've just described. And there's a one little appearing star shining brightly. As I looked, I wondered whether it was really a star, and I surveyed the sky around me. It would appear to be a star, and it could have been an aircraft. So as I spent the next 5 minutes pondering and looking at the star, I'm like, it's not if it's an aircraft, it should be going away further from me. I must admit, when I get to the top of the road, it's still there, but it seems in the distant future. Then, to my surprise, as I traveled on and I came towards near to where I was going, I noticed that there was an aircraft coming in. I saw the appearance of another star. The difference was that this one looked odd and it had red flashing underneath it as it approached me. So I confirmed it was an aircraft. Now, the other star, it stood there amidst all the black and chaos. And as I looked on the star, I thought, I thought about the star that those wise men saw as they, no, I'm not giving a Christmas message. I can talk about it any time of season. I think about the star as those wise men saw that guided them to where Jesus was laying. And as I think about the star in the sky, I think about hope. Hope in a difficult situation. Hope amidst despair. Hope when God seems absent from your situation and circumstances. When the very things you're praying for just keep just throwing up in your face. Hope when you're sick and there's no way out. When the doctor says they've done all they can do and you've been praying and God seems absent from that very request you've been asking Him for. Hope when you lose your job. Your cupboards are empty and your children are looking, and you're wondering why your prayers didn't answer when you sat at the table waiting and no food appeared. Sometimes we take our blessings for granted that God always answers every prayer the same way. And the truth and the reality is, not because your cupboard wasn't empty and because you got a food basket at your door, mean everyone had the same opportunity and requests. God answers our prayers in different ways. Sometimes He comes directly and here, our God is not a one size fit all. Our God is not a one track God. And sometimes I wonder, God, where are you? And as I've said to God, I'm not going to ask you why. I'm giving up my reason to ask you why. So, how do we find hope when we've given up our reason to ask why? Not that you're going to get an answer anyway, because it's up to God. He says, I can do as I please, I am God. And that's what makes Him God. As I walked through the corridors of my hospital this morning, I wondered, where is hope in all of this? God, are you making me a liar? All these situations that I've been praying for is going nowhere. How do we find hope when the world around us seems in hopeless and in disarray? How do you find hope and direction when you're praying and God is just to stand still with no answer coming forth? How do you find hope when you're waiting for that one answer to know His will and purpose? How do you move on with hope? My encouragement to you this morning is to seek God wholehearted. Because He said, if you seek me, you will find me when you search for me with all your hearts. How do you find hope when you're tired and exhausted? How do you find hope when life is just a living hell? How do you find hope Hold on. Hold on to what you know about God. That the God we serve is more than able. And even if He choose not to answer your prayer right now, hope in the Lord. It's a good thing, David says, to both hope and have confidence in God. Have a blessed day. Yes,